And you know what? I actually got asked this at working with a company the other day, and they said, how much should we be focused? Because I said something along these lines. They said, well, how much should we be focused on what the enemy, on what the competitors are doing? Yeah. And should we be afraid of them? Mm-hmm. And I said, actually, fear is the wrong word. You shouldn't be afraid of the enemy, but you have to respect them. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the thing that gets me out of bed early in the morning, is that I respect the enemy. I'm not afraid of him, but I respect him, and I'm going to be ready to do battle with him when the time comes.
This is kind of a side note, but don't you kind of think too sometimes where you're almost like reflecting yourself when you say you respect and you, for lack of a better term, fear the enemy and what they're doing to prepare? Because you know what you're doing to prepare, and it's pretty hard. So you kind of almost in the back of your mind is thinking, they're probably doing all this too, So it's like the more you do, the more you kind of in a weird subconscious way might think they're doing the same thing, So it's like boom, 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 this never ending
it's an arms race. Yeah, it's an arms race, somewhat.
Yeah,
and if you get caught up in it to a point like the example you just gave, it can drive you crazy, and it'll drive you to failure. You have to be able to stand on your own and say, okay, we're gonna maneuver regardless of what the enemy's doing. We're gonna make our moves.
Yeah.